Yo, what's going on, guys? Back around our bang video. In today's video, we are going to be power ranking every single Cobra Kai character at their prime. And we're doing the top 10. Technically, there's 12 on this list because I combined a few. But yeah, without further ado, let's get right into the rankings. At number 10, I have Hawk Tua. Third strongest teenage fighter. There's no debate about that. In his prime, I personally think his prime is current because he's only trained and gotten stronger since he started. He never lost strength or anything. People will say his prime is season 3 just because that's when he was a menace. That mentality was probably his best. That mindset. That mindset paired with his skills now would be crazy. But yeah, Hawk Tua is number 10. Let's go on to number 9. Number 9, I have Miguel and Robbie because there's always going to be glazers in the comments talking about, Miguel's stronger. I don't really care who's stronger. There's always going to be a debate about these two. Currently, in my opinion, I think Robbie's stronger. Currently, as in the latest episode of Cobra Kai, I think Robbie's stronger. But in their primes, I think both their primes are right now because, like I've just said, for Hawk, they've only gotten stronger since they started. You could say Miguel's best mindset was season 2 and Robbie's was season 4 or something. But their prime skills are right now, and I personally think Robbie's stronger. But just for the sake of the Miguel Glazers, I'll put them on the same spot on the tier list. And y'all can argue about that in comments, but I'm not going to talk about that. At number 8, I have Kim Dion. She's the weakest adult on this list, weakest sensei, because she's stronger than every student, but Sam and Tori teamed up and neffed her. So I don't really I think Sam and Tori could beat any of the male fighters if it was 2v1. So I don't think any teen fighter is beating Kim Dion 1-on-1, but if they 2v1 her, they're beating her, so she's not that crazy strong. Next, I have current Mike Barnes. If I hear anybody say that, Daniel, Chosen, Johnny, Barnes was stronger as teenagers, you're actually cooked. They've gone through 30 years, and you don't think they've developed, their strength has increased. Maybe their speed, no. But their strength has increased, their IQ has increased, their combat has increased. They can think more tactically. They have way more experience. They know more techniques. So all the adult forms are stronger than the teen forms. I don't care what y'all say. If current Mike Barnes fought teen Mike Barnes, he would probably win. Or he would win. He would win. We've seen in the show, the teen fighters try to fight the senseis. They can't do anything. In season 4, we saw Robbie fight Johnny. Johnny no-diffed him, and knocked him out. That is crazy. And y'all think the teen fighters are stronger. No. Next is Sato. Now, this is probably not prime Sato. He looks maybe 30, 40 in this. Prime Sato is probably 20, but there's no photo of prime Sato. But I'm going to say this is the best we've seen of Sato. We've never even seen him fight. But just assuming he was a sensei at an Okinawa school, he's probably strong. The Okinawan students are crazy. Chosen was his top student. And let's assume Chosen couldn't beat his master, because that's usually how it goes in Cobra Kai. The student is usually weaker than the master. So we can assume that he was stronger than Chosen, right? We got Mr. Miyagi was stronger than Daniel. We obviously Sato was not as strong as Mr. Miyagi. There's no way. But yeah, because we saw Sato actually lose to Mr. Miyagi, but he still probably put up a good fight against him. So that's why I have him this high, even though we never actually saw him fight. At the 4 spot, I have Daniel and Johnny because they're equal. They're completely equal in strength, and I think both their primes are current because it's not like they're rusty and haven't fought in a while. Like, they've been fighting for the last 2 years, and they've been training. And there's no way, you still can't debate that their teen counterparts are stronger, because Daniel literally knows the pressure point technique. If he fought himself as a teen, he would just pressure point him, and he wouldn't be able to do anything. Also, they both like kind of know each other's techniques. Like, Johnny learned a little bit of Miyagi-Do. Daniel learned a little bit of Cobra Kai offense. So, yeah, they are both stronger than their teen counterparts. And if anybody brings up the fact that Kreese was like, nobody could have beat Johnny Lawrence in his prime. Not a kick could beat Johnny Lawrence's prime. That was like figurative. It was meaning that Johnny didn't just lose because Daniel was a better fighter than him. Johnny lost because he was in his own head. And he felt pity for LaRusso. He wasn't actually like Kreese Kreese in Karate Kid 1 would have dogged Johnny in Karate Kid. Like, what are y'all yapping about? So yeah, these guys are at number 4 because they're equal. Yep. Now, I have prime Kreese. Now, this is not Kreese during the war. It's Kreese after the war, right after he got trained by Kim Sung-young, and when he went back to America to start Cobra Kai. That is the Kreese I'm talking about. Freshly trained. Not Karate, it's before Karate Kid 1, okay? The reason I think this Kreese is so strong is because he trained from Kim Sung-young, which him and Terry trained from, and they're debatably two of the strongest fighters in their prime. And Kreese held his own against Johnny, even though he lost, and he lost against Daniel. He lost both times, but that was him when he's like 65. Like, he's old, bruh. In his prime, that's crazy. Like, y'all gotta think about that for a second. Military trained, he's buff, he's agile, he's strong, he has wits, and he just got trained by one of the best senseis in the whole world. And he's, like, come on now. And he's ruthless. Number 3. Alright. I just had to fix and put in the captions, and because for the Daniel and Johnny one, I put them at 4 when they're actually at 5. And for the Kreese one, I put him at 3 when he was actually at 4. My mistake. I forgot that I had 3 more people in front of them. Yeah, and I didn't want to read the voices because I'm just too lazy. Alright, anyway, you're probably wondering, like, why the heck is this old guy on my screen? Terry Silver was in his prime in Season 6. You may be like, what? Well, you're telling me him in his 30s in Karate Kid 3, or even him right after he got trained by Kim Sung-young, would lose to this old man? Yes. First, this old Terry Silver knows the silver bullet. Second, he's not rusty. He's been training. We saw even at the beginning of Season 5 when he kicked that wine glass. That was a good kick. It wasn't like he hurt himself like Daniel and Johnny did at the beginning of Cobra Kai, where they pull a muscle every time they try to do a kick. Terry's loose. Also, y'all don't take into account Terry's pure wingspan and height. He is massive. I just looked it up. He is 6'4". That is nuts. And if you're debating putting him at the spot, we literally saw him raw dog Daniel and Johnny on separate occasions, and he almost beat Chosen, who is the strongest adult fighter at the moment. And like I explained earlier, I think Johnny and Daniel's teen counterparts weren't as strong as their current counterparts, and Terry practically no-diff them. He no-diff them. When they're both at full strength, he no-diff them. Especially Daniel, because you could debate the Johnny one because he sneak attacked him. But for Daniel, he full on just fought him, just beat the crap out of him. So, yeah, this is why Terry's number 3. Current. I think current is best because he has a silver bullet. That's crazy. He never used it in the show, but that's still part of the arsenal. And he didn't have that when he was younger. Next, I have Chosen. I think current, he's the best fighter in the show. Currently. He beat Silver. You can't debate that. He just showed mercy, and then Silver took advantage of it. Yeah, he's just shown feats to be stronger than all the other adults. He's stronger than all the teens by far. Like there was like 20 kids that had to gang up on him just to make him stop attacking. He knows the pressure points. He knows like the evil Miyagi-Do where you like go on offense and whatnot. And he's probably knows the most about me. He does. He does. He knows the most Miyagi-Do out of anyone in the show. So yeah, number 2. I think everyone in their current forms, Chosen's the strongest. Alright, and sharing the number 1 spot is Mr. Miyagi and Kim Sung-young in their primes, because obviously I don't think they were in their primes when they were old. They could have been, but Kim Sung-young is literally like 90 or something. My bad, I just looked it up. He is 104 years old. He looks good for 104. He's walking around while he's 104. Oh my God. Yeah, he's not in his prime. I mean, honestly, he could be because, like, you learn and stuff. But I don't know. I'm going to assume both their primes were... I'm going to assume they fought in the Saikai Taika because I feel like it's kind of alluding to that. And the creator of Cobra Kai said that these were the 2 strongest fighters. And he didn't say who was stronger. He said... These are the 2 strongest fighters. I learned that from Tyler, so if you doubt that, go come on his YouTube channel because that's who I heard it from, okay? But the creator literally said these are top 2 fighters. He didn't say who's stronger. We haven't seen any We haven't seen any feats from Kim Sung-young, so we can't really see yet, you know? But yeah, this is kind of what I was expecting because Mr. Miyagi was just known to be the strongest, and Kim Sung-young is like the spooky sensei who trains all the Cobra Kai students and basically taught Cobra Kai to the entire world. Or, I guess, he taught it to Kreese and Silver, and then they passed it down through generations. So, yeah, I wasn't really expecting anything else. I knew Mr. Miyagi would be number 1. After doing some research, they were tied for number 1. So, we had 3 ties, and y'all can debate that in the comments. I don't really care, but I think overall this list was good. And once again, I will say, the adults, not the old guys, except Silver, were all in their prime. Okay? Okay. Alright. Comment what y'all think of the rankings. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, share, and I'll see you guys in the next one.